Hello everyone, welcome to GV Reddy Automation World. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for different types of companies interview series. So far we have covered different types of HCL, TCS and EPAM. Different types of company I have explained what are the questions asked in there. Stay tuned for more exciting content. Quickly we will jump into today's interview questions on ADP. What are the different automation interview questions asked in ADP? Here also we will have two technical, one manager, one HR round. Mostly I went to I went to up to HR round. What happened? I will tell you in the last. Please watch. We will go through the different Selenium questions. We will start with the what are the different questions asked in on Selenium questions. Write an XPath CSS locator to retrieve the data from second row, third column of a table. They have given some table and they have asked to write both XPath and CSS. How to retrieve by using second row, third column. What is the difference between single slash and double slash in XPath? How do you set the size of a window in Selenium? How do you disable auto pop-ups in Selenium? Then how do you scroll to an element using Selenium? How do you handle a spinner in Selenium? There is sometimes if you load the page, spinners will come. How do you handle? We have to wait for until invisibility. We have to use invisibility of element. What is the relationship between WebDriver and Chrome driver? WebDriver is a interface. Chrome driver is a child class of it. What is the web element in Java? Selenium. Web element is what? Interface. I can manually identify. One scenario based question. I can manually identify the element, but during the execution, the program is unable to locate it. What could be the reason? Manually, if you open the browser and we are able to identify it by in the developer tools, Chrome developer tools, we are able to identify. But while executing the program, it is unable to identify. Just comment in the comment section what you are thinking. What might be the reason? Here I am not explaining the answers. Just if anyone, if I get more comments, asking for the answers, definitely I will prepare for answers for it and I will explain it. If most comments if I get, definitely I will do that. Core Java questions. What are the OOPS concepts and implemented on our project? We have to explain according to the project, not general terms. In your project, suppose class, how you implemented, how you created object, or polymorphism, where you implemented, encapsulation, where you implemented, inheritance, how you implemented, abstraction, how you implemented, those things according to project wise. Now next one is if a parent class has a one method, it is has a in the header, method header throws checked exception. It is throwing a checked exception. Throws check. Suppose throws checked exception means file not found exception or SQL exception. It has. Is it mandatory for child to class throw an exception? Suppose we are overriding that method. Is it mandatory? Just comment in the comment section. While overriding a method in the parent class, it is also similar to parent is there, method is there. In the child class, while overriding is return type is mandatory to consider. What are the what restrictions we have? Return type. Suppose public, it is returning suppose integer. In the child also, do we need to return same or anything? Just comment in the comment section. How many people have knowledge? We will see. Java programming questions. Java programming questions. Write a program to reverse a string. Write a program to reverse a string without using any built-in methods. String buffer if we create, we can reverse easily. But without using inbuilt methods, how do you reverse? What is the best way to sort an array? Write a program to demonstrate it. Right? Sorting. Right? At least one sorting, bubble sort, merge sort, quick sort. There are multiple sort. You can learn any one sort is fine. Right? But right, ADP is a little bit tricky. They will ask more which is sorting is the best one. Right? Then we have to explain it. Explain the dynamic polymorphism in Java and provide the examples of loosely coupled and tightly coupled systems. What is loosely coupled and tightly coupled while writing the Selenium scripts or Java program? What is meant? How do you achieve method chaining? Method chaining in Java. What is the exception hierarchy in Java? What is the exception hierarchy? And what is the observer design pattern? What is the observer? Right? Did you face any in any interview? Did you face this question? Right? Just comment it out, and also comment whatever questions, right, companies other than this company ADP I am explaining a lot. Right? In my playlist, just go to the playlist. I have explained different companies. Other than that, did you attended any other companies? Just paste the right questions, right, so that it will be helpful for remaining people. Test ng questions. Explain the order of execution of annotations in test ng. Right, and what are the listeners you have used in test ng? And related to framework, explain the architecture of the project. This is the common question, right? We must learn properly. Architecture we have to tell in proper way. How do you read the data from the Excel? Right. Then how do you connect to SaaS Lab? If you are executing your scripts on third-party cloud platforms, right? SaaS Labs, browser stacks, right, or any other things, then how do you connect? They will ask how do you connect to that and execute scripts. What type of reports are integrated to your framework? How they are generated? Right? If you are using extent report or Alluri report, right? If you are using Cucumber report, how you integrated, right? How they will generate it. Coming to CI/CD, right? Common questions, right? Do you have experience in Jenkins integration? Right? If you have, right, Jenkins integration, how do you integrate it? Or they will ask, can you explain how to create a Maven job or pipeline? Right, scripted declarative pipeline. Right, there are multiple pipelines are there. You can whatever you have knowledge, we can explain. I have, right, created a pipeline to execute my test cases. Or if you are using Azure, how you integrated and executed, or Docker or Grid. Right, we can explain how we integrated to them. Coming to SQL, how do you display the employee name and salary for the highest paid employee? Right, they are asked for employee name and salary for the highest paid employee. How do you display? Coming to manual questions, difference between bug, error, defect, and difference between severity and priority, and the test plan and test strategy, and then agile methodology and the ceremonies in agile. Right, these are some of the manual questions they have asked. API testing questions. Right, what is the REST assured and how do you execute different types of API methods using it? Right, if you have a knowledge on API testing, REST assured or HTTP client, then they are asking how do you execute a different get method, post method, put method, delete. How do you execute on those methods? Right, manager round coming to explain about your project and your roles and responsibilities. Right, if you are right, lead position, then they will ask how do you distribute your tasks to your team? How do you handle team conflicts? How do you manage tight deadlines? Right? They will ask some. Right? They will expect is really you have right handle the team or not. Right? Situation based questions. Then HR questions like general. Right? Provide details about your academic and work experience and what is the expected CTC, why you are choosing ADP, how soon you can join. Right? These are the some. And right, tips and right for every interview I am telling same tips. Right, same we have to do. Right, we have to before going to any interview, just we have to see for that company, right? We can see what are the previous questions asked, we can get it, right? We can just prepare those. And also syntaxes, we have to write down and remember the syntaxes, write down, then only you will get. Otherwise, if they will ask to write down, it will get from mouth but you cannot write it, right? We have to practice. Framework also, just practice what is the framework, how to explain, just note down the steps. Folder structure, write down what is the page classes, test classes, utility classes, base test, base, right? What it has. And pipeline, right? Write down any one pipeline or integration with Jenkins, how you executed. Write down one flow and remember that. That's it, right? Everyday practice one program, right? So that it will improve logical thinking. Behavioral question, right? Behavioral question they will ask on real world example. Right, yeah, I went to up to HR also I have completed, but sadly I did not get further. Right, they did not release the offer. Right, right, I followed up them. One or two mails I sent, but they did not, and right, I left them. Right, if you ask multiple times also, they will not reply it. Right, we will curiosity what will happen to that, but if they want to write reply it, they will reply. Otherwise, they will not reply to our. So we can just leave it. If you are not getting any response, just leave it and go further. That's it. Right. Thanks for watching. Right. Please subscribe to the channel if you like. Right, my way of content and teaching. If you want answers for the questions, if I get more comments saying we need answers for this, just I will prepare and explain those questions. And also in the comment section, if you know the answers for some of the questions, just paste them. Right, we will discuss those things. Right. Thanks for watching. Bye.